11 of those coming in the loss to Lake Forest. Not a lot of elevation on that one. Eureka trying to push their way across midfield for the first time tonight. Belmonte strips it away. Belmonte down the middle. Here comes Bashan. Bashan wide in around the keeper. Can she put it in? Yes, she can. Elmhurst goal by Amy Bashan from Jackie Belmonte. And just like that, it's 1-0 Elmhurst. Amy Bashan's second goal of the season. And we're back underway. Didn't take long for Elmhurst to get on the scoreboard. Centering pass again, and this one is going to be headed wide. That's Amy Bashan again, shooting it wide. So 1-0. Didn't take long, less than 4 minutes into the contest for the Blue Jays to jump on the board. Throw-in coming for the Blue Jays. Lob to the far side. Amy Bashan leaves it behind. Here's Katie Bashan down the middle. Amy Bashan into the middle. Here comes Garitano trying to split the defense. Shot and a save by Williamson. Garitano didn't have much, but a nice move to get between the two Eureka defenders. First save of the match registered by Williamson. Already the fourth shot by the Blue Jays. Looked like it was a handball, and that it is. It went off of the arm of Katie Bashan. You're watching at home. Katie Bashan wears 17. She's the midfielder. Amy Bashan wears 16. She's the forward. Identical twin sisters. Eureka trying to push forward into the box, headed away by the Blue Jays. Here's Pimmel. Turns and fires it downfield. It'll come all the way across midfield, where it's controlled by West. Eureka trying to push down the far sideline, but it trickles out over the sideline. Throw in for Elmhurst. Pimmel into the middle. Will play it backwards. Elmhurst will try to regroup and re-push it down the near sideline. Here's Elsa Angelo, freshman. Works it to the left side. Slides it over to Gauchus. Gauchus fires it down the left side. Foot race is on now. Eureka in trouble. Going to have to play it back to the keeper, and she will boot it downfield. Nice job by Williamson. Angelo heads it forward, and a contact and a foul called on Eureka. Quick restart from Shapazian. Geimer to Belmonte, pushing it up the near sideline. Belmonte shooting it on goal right into the chest of Williamson off the one hop. Played 7.5 minutes so far. 1-0 Elmhurst. If you're just joining us, it was Amy Bashan putting the Blue Jays on the scoreboard. A breakaway started by Jackie Belmonte. And here's the speed of Elmhurst again. Another break opportunity down the far sideline. Here comes a shot, and into the net it goes. Unassisted goal. That time it looks like it's Sydney Gauchus just carrying it down the sideline and blasting it home. think she was actually trying to possibly set up a header, but it just sailed up over the keeper's fingertips into the net, and it is 2-0 in favor of the Blue Jays. And a stoppage right now, possibly some trainer going to come out and look at Eureka keeper Sammy Williamson. Could just be a scraped up knee, some blood. They're going to have to just clean that up quickly before she can go back out there. Glad you could join us here on Blue Jay TV. Plenty of action headed your way. Starting this weekend, Elmhurst College football the home opener. The Blue Jays already 1-0 on the season after shutting out Loras College on Saturday. This Saturday, the Blue Jays welcome Trine University. First time ever those two teams have faced each other. Trine, a pretty strong team out of Indiana. A 7-3 season last year. Playoffs team 3 seasons in a row before that. Back underway now, 2-0 Elmhurst Cushion. Less than 8 minutes into this contest. In the middle of the field is Jackie Belmonte. Tries to go far side. Steered away by Kim Biven. Biven playing it towards the sideline, but unable to control it for the Red Devils. And an Elmhurst throw-in. Gauchus lobs ahead off a defender of Eureka. Another throw-in for the Blue Jays. This one about 25 yards further downfield. Here's Gauchus looking in the middle of the field. Can't find anyone. Eureka steers it away, and now it goes off an Elmhurst leg. It'll be a throw-in for the Red Devils. Elmhurst quickly takes it away. Centering pass in front. Not able to catch up to it was Geimer. But Eureka's pass goes all the way off the sideline. Another throw-in for the Blue Jays. Amy Bashan will lob it in. She'll send it all the way back toward the 25 to Gauchus, and now she'll send back to the Elmhurst defense and let them set things up. Pimmel to Gauchus, moving the opposite direction. Closing fast on that one for Eureka was Lazinski. Katie Bashan to Shelly Shapazian. Shapazian springing Geimer down the near sideline. Here comes Morgan Geimer on a good run. Working on her defender. Geimer steps around, shooting, and sends it just wide. Morgan Geimer getting the one-on-one. Got a good look, but unable to get a lot of elevation. Shot a low-line drive to the left side of the net. And a goal kick coming up. Throw in now for Eureka. Here's Geimer pushing backwards to Katie Bashan. Bashan will swing it to the far side of the Elmhurst defense. Here's Gauchus. Pimmel hounded by a pair of defenders. To the far sideline for Bashan, and off to the races again goes Elmhurst. Bashan into the box, centering pass is steered away by Eureka. Sydney Gauchus controls for the Blue Jays. Steps around one defender, sends another centering pass in, and a nicely played by Sammy Williamson coming all the way out to pull that one. Keep that one out of harm's way. Eureka pushing downfield, intercepted here by Angelo. There's an opportunity here for Eureka. As Lazinski tries to push her way into the box, stood up by a pair of Elmhurst defenders. And now the Blue Jays control and moving the opposite direction. Garitano with a little give and go to Belmonte. Garitano's trying to spring Geimer, but led her too far, right down the middle. Flipped over the head of Kelsey Blankenship. Shelly Shapazian will send it all the way back to the goal, and Maddie Fitzpatrick will get her first touch of the evening. Fitzpatrick, the Elmhurst keeper, named CCIW Defensive Player of the Week earlier today. Her part in a pair of shutouts. She had 10 saves in 2 games last week. 1 full shutout, credit to her. That was the win over Hope. Played almost 80 minutes in the contest against Lawrence. Made 4 saves in that one. Perfect 1,000 saves percentage and a 0.00 goals against average. Some contact. A Eureka player goes down. Play on, says the official. In the middle is Katie Bashan. Slides it up to Pimmel. Shannon Pimmel looking for the sideline for Geimer. Here comes Morgan Geimer with a step. Nicely played by the Eureka defense to slow her down. Coming back and slowing her up was Faith Williams. Otherwise, Geimer was off one-on-one into the box against Williamson. Clearing attempt goes over the Eureka bench. It'll be a throw-in for Elmhurst. Trying the give and go for Bashan. Amy Bashan can't control it, sends it well wide. Almost 14 minutes gone by. It is 2-0 Elmhurst. Here's Bashan. Looking for Belmonte in the middle. Intercepted and steered away by Eureka. Here's Faith Williams. Williams leaves it for her teammate. And Choma. Or check that. That's Blankenship, rather. Stood up by Angelo. Blankenship sends it long into the Elmhurst bench. And a throw-in for Elmhurst results. One off the shoulder blade of Amy Bashan. Here's Eureka. This is Heidi Schonk in the middle. Looking for Blankenship. Too far. Angelo intercepts the pass. Perry to Gauchus on the far sideline. Here's Garitano in the middle. Her pass taken away by the Red Devils. Elmhurst pushing back now on offense. Long ball in front. Flag's going to go up. Offsides by the Blue Jays. Geimer was about 2 steps behind the defender that time. Here's Eureka. Looking to get something going on offense. Quickly steered away by the Blue Jays. Here comes Amy Bashan. Bashan contact from behind. Dumped to the turf. And a foul whistled by Eureka. Elmhurst with the quick restart. Jackie Belmonte in the middle to Katie Bashan. Bashan looking for Garitano. Has her. Garitano feeding Geimer down the outside. Here comes Geimer. Geimer shooting. And she scores. Make it 3-0 for Elmhurst. Morgan Geimer with the goal. Her first of the season. Assisted by Anna Garitano. And we're underway again. 3-0 now in favor of Elmhurst. Blue Jays scoring early and often in this one. They scored 9 the last time they played Eureka a year ago. Here's Pimmel. Long ball. Geimer's going to have a chance to track it down. Nicely intercepted by the Eureka defense, and now Elmhurst way offside. There's Elmhurst. Back to the middle field. Open opportunity here, and nicely played by Maddie Fitzpatrick. Little defensive breakdown that time by the Blue Jays. Ball sprung free in the middle. And hot on the heels of it for Eureka was Lozinski. Now a throw-in for the Red Devils. Shapazian. Lozinski takes it away from her, but Angelo there to knock it loose. Angelo to Geimer. Geimer plays it back to the middle of the field to Garitano. Some room in front for Katie Bashan. She loses it, though, and here comes Eureka and Maddie Zois. Belmonte looking to start a run down the middle, and it's grabbed by Garitano, and Garitano's off to the races. Slowed up a little bit by Eureka, but keeps possession, and now we'll slow it down. Garitano. Here's Pimmel. Pimmel walks in front. Shot and blocked by Eureka. Rebound knocked around a bit, controlled by Faith Williams, and sent forward for the Red Devils. Good opportunity for the Blue Jays there. They've outshot Eureka 10-0 in the contest so far. Red Devils pushing in, but it'll roll all the way back to Fitzpatrick. A long ball, but Elmhurst going to be well offsides that time. Fourth time in this contest the Blue Jays have been offsides. Trying to start a run down the middle. Geimer's got to have a chance to get there for the Blue Jays. The Eureka defense plays it back to Morgan Geimer. Here's Shelly Shapazian resetting for Elmhurst. Missed header by Eureka, and now kicked, and that one's going to go over the end line. It'll be a a corner kick for Elmhurst. Their first of the contest. Substitutions for the Blue Jays. Jordan Clark, freshman, coming into the contest. Katie Bashan has a seat. First corner kick of the game for Elmhurst. Overshooting the head of Katie Bashan. And it'll be a throw-in opportunity here now for Eureka. Belmonte in the middle to Geimer. Back to Clark. Clark with the long blast, and right there is Williamson. It's 3-0 Elmhurst. About to make it 4, and into the net it goes. I think that's Amy Bashan again for her second of the night. Four to nothing Elmhurst. So 4-0 Blue Jays. Bashan with a pair here in this first half. Intercepted and steered away again by the Blue Jays. Long ball, here comes Geimer down the middle from Gauchus. Geimer into the box, one-on-one, shooting and scoring. Morgan Geimer with the goal from Sydney Gauchus. Five to nothing. It is all Elmhurst here, not even 25 minutes into this contest. Here's Faith Williams. Eureka trying to get something started on offense. Blankenship intercepted by Geimer. Geimer looking to start a break. Or excuse me, that was Jordan Clark, rather. Garitano works around a Red Devil defender, sends it down the middle, but nobody there for Elmhurst. Williamson will keep it on the ground. Eureka pass going to be picked off here as Amy Bashan steps in front, but quickly recontrolled. Elmhurst on the far sideline. Long ball opportunity, and again the Blue Jays are off to the races. Out in front, and a great save that time by Williamson. Point blank opportunity for Elmhurst and Morgan Geimer, but Williamson comes up strong with the save. Fourth save of the game for the Eureka goalkeeper, the senior out of Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin. It is going to be a corner kick here for Elmhurst. Amy Bashan will tee it up for the Blue Jays. She'll send it backwards. Shapazian comes sprinting in. Shapazian sends it off a Eureka defender. Will do it again. Amy Bashan will put it in play one more time from the corner. This one boomed out in front. Header coming and shot wide by Morgan Geimer. .21:05 left to go in this contest, in the opening half of the contest. 5-0 Elmhurst. It's been all Blue Jays this half. Shannon Pimmel in the middle. Here comes Jordan Clark with a head of steam. Clark, met by two defenders, sends it over to Bashan. Bashan fires, but right into the chest of Williamson. Williamson will boot it downfield. Blankenship unable to control. Back the other way come the Blue Jays. Clark sends it far side to Gauchus. Gauchus will tee it up and bang it into the box. Williamson comes out and fields it on the one hop. We'll boot it downfield. That one bounces over the head of Pimmel. Back towards the Elmhurst 40-yard line. Amy Bashan will settle, leave it for Pimmel. Eureka and Faith Williams can't control. Throw in for the Blue Jays. I think it was off of a hand of a Eureka player, so a handball and opportunity for Elmhurst with under 20 minutes to go in the opening half. Shapazian winds up and fires it into the box, one-hopped right at Williamson. Elmhurst putting some pressure on. Eureka continually going backwards here on defense. Blue Jays already out shooting Eureka 17-0. 11 shots on goal. 5 of them into the back of the net. Throw in for the Blue Jays. Off the foot of Clark to Pimmel. To Geimer. Geimer works on a defender, double teamed, and steered out of bounds by Eureka. Shapazian with the lob in. Bounces out in front of Garitano and shot wide by Elmhurst. That was Shannon Pimmel. Pimmel had a goal last year when these two teams met. Another throw-in for Elmhurst from the far sideline. Here's Garitano. Works it towards the middle. That one's just going to bound into the box. Eureka looking to turn upfield. Rolls past one Red Devil, controlled by Elmhurst. Here comes Pimmel back down the middle, resetting for the Blue Jays. Plays it back to Perry. Now to Clark. And streaking up is Pimmel. Pimmel going to wind up and fire and shoots that one wide. Substitution now for the Blue Jays. Louisa Reese entering the match for the first time as Pimmel will jog off. Elmhurst still threatening here in this opening half. Fitzpatrick will boom it downfield. Quick touch by Bashan, and now Elmhurst will push back and let the defense come up and help. Shapazian to the near sideline and Geimer. This is Reese, works around one defender into the middle. Looking for Geimer. Flag's going to go up on the far side as Geimer fell too far behind the defender that time. 5th time the Blue Jays have been caught offside tonight. Eureka will restart it, but quickly Reese ahead to Belmonte, and here's Geimer working it back to the middle to Belmonte, but she can't control it. Eureka will push it the other way. Here's Louisa Reese in the middle. Controlled by Shapazian. Shapazian tries to step around a defense, and Williams. Eureka tries to push forward, stood up by Angelo and poked out of bounds off Eureka. Here comes Belmonte staying onside. Belmonte racing into the box, shooting, and into the net it goes. I think that's got to go as a goal from Belmonte. Defender trying to clear it away. It went off her foot into the net, but I think that was ticketed into the net anyway. 14:42 left on the clock. Third goal of the season by Belmonte. And Eureka will get it restarted again. 6-0 Elmhurst. The Blue Jays early and often against the Red Devils. No problem scoring here tonight. 20-0 the Jays out shooting the Red Devils. A warm and muggy night out at Langhorse Field. Should cool off a little bit before this weekend. And nice weather on tap for Saturday's home opener for the football team against Trine. That game slated for a 1 o'clock kickoff. Tim Calderwood, Tony Minestra have the call for you right here on Blue Jay TV. Looking down the middle for Clark. It's intercepted and steered away by the Red Devils. Quickly recontrolled by Reese. Perry's pass deflected. Garitano trying to spring Belmonte down the far sideline off a Eureka defender. Here's Louisa Reese walking down the middle. Sends it towards the near side, and Morgan Geimer. Geimer just going to unload, and a great diving save by Williams. That ball tailed away from her as Geimer trying to put it into the upper corner just missed. Corner kick coming for the Blue Jays as we hit the 13-minute mark. Morgan Geimer will take this one. This is the fourth corner kick of the game for the Blue Jays. Overshooting the head of Jordan Clark to the far post. Let the Blue Jays recontrol and will set up again on offense. Now steered away by Eureka. Long shot by the Blue Jays, shot wide. Plenty of action for you this season, this fall on BlueJayTV.com. We mentioned the football season home opener on this Saturday. 2 football games in a row. We're off for a week then after this Saturday until we bring you football under the lights against the University of Chicago on the 15th. Women's soccer doubleheader on September 19th. The men and the women in action versus Coe College. Volleyball will make its season debut on Blue Jay TV on September 26th when Elmhurst hosts Augustana College. Couple triple headers on the schedule for you this year. Football followed by women's and men's soccer action. Those days October 6th and October 27th. A foul on Elmhurst as Eureka will set it up right at midfield. 11 minutes to go. Eureka trying to generate something on offense here. Driven downfield by Zois. It'll trickle all the way into the box to the foot of Fitzpatrick. She'll pick it up. Steering back towards the middle is Eureka, now picked off by Geimer. Geimer swings back to Clark. Give and go with Geimer. Right back to Clark. Clark says she took a shoulder to the face. Stays on her feet. Now a whistle's going to come, and there's going to be a foul on Eureka. If you're interested in seeing the broadcast schedule here on Blue Jay TV, the fall dates are up. We'll have plenty of action coming your way this winter as well. A long ball sprung down the middle, giving chase, and getting there is Bashan. Bashan centering pass into the middle. Clark has a chance to recover, but Eureka strips it away, and Reese with a shot, one hop into the box, gobbled up by Williamson. Said on Blue Jay TV, we'll get to you in the fall, or not just in the fall, in the winter, men's and women's basketball, wrestling action as well for you. And in the spring, brand new sport at Elmhurst College. First time ever you'll see men's lacrosse on Blue Jay TV. Those dates will be announced later. There's Elmhurst trying to set up on offense again. Pass too far for Shapazian. Eureka trying to get something going here. But Elmhurst intercepts one more time. Louisa Reese will play it back to her defense. Fitzpatrick challenged, but will steer it out of harm's way to the far sideline. Shapazian can't control it, and a breakaway opportunity here for Eureka. Faith Williams pushing in, slowed up by Angelo, and Williams lost control of it. Fitzpatrick will just wait and pick it up, kill some clock in the process. Flicked on by Jordan Clark. Seven and a half minutes to go in this opening half, where it has been all Elmhurst. 6-0 comfortable lead over Eureka. Here's Geimer. Has her pass picked off, but Angelo is there for Elmhurst. Reese looks for Geimer down the near sideline, but too far out of the reach of Geimer, unable to catch up to it. Throw-in opportunity here for Elmhurst, though. Geimer for Jordan Clark. Clark to Shapazian, back to the middle to Sammy Perry. Clark will push it all the way back to Sidney Gauchus on the far side. Leaves for Bashan, looking for Garitano, but too far. It'll come all the way back into the box for Williamson. Ball bounced ahead, controlled by Elmhurst. Long shot coming, and into the net it goes. Believe that was Bashan again. (7-0) Elmhurst, almost equaling their total against Eureka in just one half. Coming down to 5 minutes to go in the opening half. Jackie Belmonte looking down the middle for Garetano, not there. Eureka unable to get anything going offensively. So far, the Blue Jays, 23 shots, 15 of those have been on goal. 7 into the back of the net, 8 saves for Williamson. Fitzpatrick at her feet will play it down to the near side to Shelly Shapazian. Shapazian to Alyssa Angelo. Angelo into the middle. Here's Jordan Clark looking down the middle for the long ball, but that one leading Bashan too far. Throw-in from Shapazian looking for Bashan. Bashan works around one defender, spins around another. Into the box she comes, looking for Geimer out in front, but unable to catch up. It trickles all the way back out to the 25, where Reese pulls it down for the Blue Jays. It comes back. Garetano unloads and shoots it over the football crossbars. 3.5 minutes to go here in the opening half. 7-0 Elmhurst. Glad you could be with us here tonight. Hopefully watching from the comfort of your own air conditioning. It is hot and muggy out tonight. Should be a cool down coming out in the Elmhurst area. A little bit cooler this weekend, possibly 70s is what they're predicting right now for Saturday's football opener, home opener at Langhorse Field. Shelly Shapazian looking over the middle, running hard is Morgan Geimer. Geimer will get there and keep it in play. Geimer with the long blast back towards the middle, headed into the box, but right into the arms of Angelo as Reese headed it wide. Trying to steer it down the line and right into the arms of Elmhurst coach, assistant coach Scott Rose. Throw in for the Blue Jays. Shelly Shapazian knocks it down. Here's the Blue Jays on offense once again. Reese for Geimer with 2 minutes to go. An offside call here on Elmhurst. Pushing back down the middle. One last chance for Elmhurst. Here's Belmonte. Belmonte shooting, and into the net it goes. Belmonte from Clark. 1:22 left on the clock. Elmhurst last year scored 9 times against the Red Devils in the entire 90 minutes. This time they've got 8 goals in 44 minutes. And they're looking for number 9 right here. Here's Morgan Geimer. Sends back Shapazian. Shapazian steps around one defender. Leaves it for Clark. Angelo's pass broken up and sent all the way downfield as we're under a minute to go in the opening half. Clock ticking away here, 45 seconds. Reese springing Bashan. Bashan's going to have a chance here with 34 seconds. Bashan shooting, and a save by Williamson. $20 to go. Reese will head it forward one more time. Possible opportunity, one more chance for the Blue Jays. Geimer going to be stood up, though, and cleared away by Eureka. That may do it here for this first half. Jordan Clark with 8 seconds. Quick pass over the middle. There one more opportunity. That one's going to get all the way into the box, but Williamson is there to eat it up. And that will do it for the first half. The score, Elmhurst 8, Eureka nothing. It has been all Blue Jays this half. We will step away. We will be back with the second half of action. Back on Blue Jay TV after this. Back live with second half action at Langhorst Field. Elmhurst leading this contest 8-0 in the first half. A lot of new faces now for the Blue Jays, as Paul Webster has gone to the bench. First thing, point out a new goalkeeper for Elmhurst. It's Olivia Such in goal for the Blue Jays. Opportunity for Elmhurst in front, steered away, though, by Eureka. Long drive coming out in front, and unable to pull it down is Angelo. Sydney Zieg sent that one through. Goal kick coming here. Long run opportunity for the Blue Jays again from the far sideline. Stood up and turned around by Eureka. Nice defense that time by Biven. That ball is going to roll all the way past off an Elmhurst leg. Goal kick again here. Eureka just gave that one away out in front, shooting, and off the crossbar. It did catch the football post a little bit high. Kayla Pickens walking out in front is a dead giveaway from Eureka and just sent it a little bit high. It kissed the top of the soccer goalpost and then off the football crossbar. Another throw in for Elmhurst. Eureka not really having anything going offensively tonight, being outshot badly by the Blue Jays. Eureka still without a shot in the contest. Elmhurst going to try to get things going on offense here. Kelly Fredrickson, the defender, pushing it up. Here's Pickens. Pickens looking down the middle. Give and go with Christine Weiss. Pickens, long shot, and just wide. Good opportunity for Kayla Pickens, and she just blasted it wide. Goal kick for Eureka. Moving back is Fredrickson for the Blue Jays. In the middle, that's Reese. Clark's pass steered away. Here comes Eureka now. Blankenship trying to spring a run to the far side. In a dead sprint after it is Williams. And it will be poked out of bounds by the Blue Jays. Throw-in opportunity here for Eureka. About as deep as they've been all night. Looking for Faith Williams. Little touch pass and broken up nicely by Elmhurst. The Blue Jays can have numbers if they hurry. Looking in the middle of the field for Weiss and unable to get there. Now down the middle, here comes Weiss again for the Blue Jays. Can she get there and slow down enough by Eureka? Nice defense that time by, I believe that was Biven. There's Garitano. Lobbing it in for Pickens, but well offside. Flag did go up. Yep, just going to let that one play on, I guess, as opposed to calling the offside. It rolled in all the way back. Williamson was able to scoop it up, no problem. Louisa Reese walking down the middle, working around her defender in Schonk. Springing it to the far side. That's Clark. Long shot on the ground. Diving forward is Williamson and covering it up. Fredrickson. Back to Clark in the middle. Here comes Schonk trying to push Eureka downfield. Emily Heimerdinger out there for the Blue Jays as well right now. One bounces high up and over on Elmhurst head. Now back to Garitano. Louisa Reese works on one defender, now spins it back. At the feet of Jasinski. Pass is steered away, headed on by Garitano. Looking for Weiss down the middle. Weiss still being pressured and slowed up, and Eureka will play it back wisely to Williamson. She'll boot it downfield. Unable to control that one. It'll roll over the sideline. Throw in for Elmhurst. Down the middle, here comes Pickens in a foot race, and it will be played back again to Williamson. Trying to lead down the far sideline. Heimerdinger, too far. Throw in for Eureka. Takeaway by Eureka, looking for down the middle. Fredrickson is there to intercept and bring it back the other way for the Blue Jays. Chipped ahead, a long run. Pickens will give chase, but Williamson well out of the box to intercept it. An opportunity for the Blue Jays, and quickly just unloading is Jordan Clark. Clark trying to get some air under that one as Williamson was well out of the box, just trying to put it up over her head. Here's Zois. Maddie Zois now leaves it back. Here comes Blankenship dribbling in. Zois is going to give chase. Fredrickson will let it roll over the line, and a goal kick coming for the Blue Jays. Livia Such, the freshman keeper out of Washington, playing the second half for Elmhurst. Played 10 minutes the other day in Elmhurst's 3-0 win over Lawrence. Blasting it wide is Zois. Eight to nothing. We've played almost 10 minutes here in the second half. Here's Pickens. Can she keep it in? Yes, she does. Does a nice job to keep it in. Looking for Weiss in the middle. Weiss can't get there in time. Steered away by the Eureka D. Fredrickson heads it down on the ground for Pickens. Back to Fredrickson. At the feet of Reese. Reese taking her time. Will play it back. Angelo steering it forward. Pickens just trying to get around one defender, and she was off to the races, but stood up nicely that time by West. And Pickens one more time trying to get past her and cannot get past Biven. Now into the middle, though. Here comes Garitano. Garitano with some space, shooting and right into the arms of Williamson. 32nd shot of the game for the Blue Jays. Contact and a foul going to be called on Elmhurst. Jordan Clark runs into the Eureka player. Long ball sent into the box, and coming out to field it on one hop is Such. She will boot it downfield. Takes an Elmhurst bounce. Clark trying to step in front of the pass for the Eureka pass. Now Clark controls. Leaves it into the middle to Garitano. Garitano dribbling forward, playing it to the far sideline. Pass a little bit behind her intended target of Sydney Zieg. But it's a throw-in for Elmhurst. Lobs it in. Here comes Clark stepping into open field. Clark shoots and shoots it well wide. Third shot of the game. Officially 33-1 is the Blue Jays out shooting Eureka in this contest. 19 shots on goal for the Blue Jays. Pressure coming from Elmhurst from the far side. Steered away. Coming throw in now. Eureka trying to push it back to other way downfield as Gabby Parks, team's leading goal scorer with 5, trying to move it forward. And Pickens has it, but she's going to be offside. Here comes Weiss rather, on the far side for the Blue Jays. It'll come all the way back now. Elmhurst setting up defensively. Jasinski looking for Clark, pushes it a little bit too far, intercepted by West. Broken up by Fredrickson. Throw-in opportunity here, though, for Zois. Zois' throw-in comes back to her, looking into the box for Parks. But alertly, once again, Such is there for the Blue Jays. Pickens heads it towards midfield. Garitano back to Pickens, right back to Garitano. She'll send it to the near sideline with a run is Fredrickson. Fredrickson blasts it towards the middle. Giving chase down the far sideline is Weiss. She's going to get there all alone. Weiss shooting and sending it wide and over the top. .34th shot of the contest for the Blue Jays. Goal kick here for Eureka. comes back, and another throw-in opportunity here for the Red Devils. Dribbling in. Here come the Blue Jays again. Centering pass out in front, getting a hand on it, and Reese is there to put the rebound in. Louisa Reese registering the goal. The assist from Heimerdinger. Make it 9-0 Elmhurst. First goal of the season for Louisa Reese. Nine to nothing Blue Jays. They've matched their output against the Red Devils from a season ago. That one was on the road. This one here at Langhorse Field, it's been all Elmhurst in this contest. Coach Paul Webster, I don't believe he has a starter in the game right now. There's a line drive. Good opportunity, but unable to make the connection. Check that. Trying to see if there's any starters left out there. Looks like Alyssa Angelo now back is still out in the game for the Blue Jays, along with Garitano, two freshmen, playing in just their third collegiate contest. 9 new faces out there this half for Elmhurst, though. Garitano to Reese. Pushing it far side is Zieg. Weiss will give chase, but can't catch up to it. Rolls over the sideline. Throw-in coming here. Walking right down the middle is Pickens. Pickens is in with some help and a great sliding stop by Williamson. Kayla Pickens had split the two defenders. Williamson doing the only thing she can, coming out to break up that shot with the slide. There's the blast down the middle. Looking for some help, but again, Such well out of the net to field it at the top of the box and bangs that one away. Garitano's header, but Choma intercepts and steers the other way. Now quickly taken away by Weiss. Choma. Back towards the middle now comes Eureka. Good spin move by Louisa Reese. Looking for Pickens down the middle. She's offsides. Katie McLaughlin, a senior, getting set to check in here for the Red Devils, the next throw-in opportunity. And again, here comes Pickens. This time she's in onside, shooting, and right into Williamson's arms. Kayla Pickens flashing some speed here against the Eureka defense. Has had several good near opportunities, just missing so far. Louisa Reese. Playing back to Clark. And back the other way comes Eureka now. Red Devils with an opportunity. Angelo steps in front, stood up by Shank, and here come the Red Devils. Williams, too far for Lazinski. Plays it to the sideline. Sydney Zieg's pass intercepted, but comes right back to Zieg. She restarts to Garitano. Here's Clark with some space and some room to work with. Jordan Clark with a burst of speed around one defender. Clark around the second, and she's off to the races. Here comes Jordan Clark in all alone, shooting and shooting it wide. Pulled the trigger maybe a little bit too soon before she needed to. She had some more room to come into the box and just shot it wide. Not happy with herself. A lot of speed on display so far for the Blue Jays. McLaughlin into the match now for Eureka. Long ball, Weiss met up by Williams. Looked like it may have been a handball in the box. No call. Play on, says the official. Blue Jays will center it back again. Headed right into the arms of Williamson. Caleb Pickens is all in front of that net right now for the Blue Jays. 39th shot for Elmhurst. Walking down the near side, here's Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger looking to get around the end line and loses control. It's resulting in a goal kick. Goal kick comes right at the head of Pickens, puts it right back towards the box. Eureka's pass intercepted again by Clark. Clark splitting the defenders, and once again she's in alone. Clark now slowed up nicely by Eureka's defender. Getting back and making a great defensive play was Choma. Had an opportunity as Clark was sprinting through, splitting the defense, but Choma got back and adjusted nicely on defense. But it is going to go off of Choma. It will result in a corner kick, the 5th of the contest for Elmhurst. Garitano will put it in play for the Blue Jays. Angle toward the box, headed up and over the post. Jordan Clark was there, but just shot it too high. Substitution for the Blue Jays. Samantha Perry is going to check back in. Alyssa Angelo has a seat. Here's Reese. Working on Shunk in the middle. Will come back. Pass back to Perry. Perry to the far side. And Williamson will put the boot on it and send it downfield. Blankenship trying to turn, looking for space. Well overshooting the head of Lazinski that time. Throw in for the Red Devils, or excuse me, for the Blue Jays, headed away by the Red Devils. Another Elmhurst throw in from the far side, pressured by Eureka. Parks trying to get it up over the head of the Elmhurst defense. Can't do it. Stepping in front is Clark. Clark feeding Zieg. Zieg was trying to spring Weiss down the far side. Or correction, that's Pickens. The Blue Jays continue to show some different looks, adjusting their forwards. Here's Reese chipping it ahead. On the run is Heimerdinger, and she's going to be flagged for offsides. Blue Jays caught offside 9 times today. Shows you how many times they've had fast break opportunities here. In the middle is Garitano. Working around 2 defenders off of Pickens. Back to Garitano. Flag is up again, and the Blue Jays are offside one more time. That one steered away off of an Elmhurst. Throw in here for the Red Devils. Leading too far. Substitution now for the Blue Jays. Amy Bashan's going to come back as Jordan Clark has a seat. Just about 19 and a half minutes to go in this contest. Here's Heimerdinger heading it down and going to take the run up the near sideline. Heimerdinger looking for a centering pass. Here it comes. Right there is Pickens and into the net. Kayla Pickens with the goal off the assist from Heimerdinger. A gorgeous cross right in front. Pickens could have walked it in, headed it down right into the net for the goal. Make it 10-0 Elmhurst. Heading back is Such with some pressure, but out at the top of the box to handle it. Blue Jays trying to spring Weiss. Can't get there. Played back by the Blue Jays, and now here comes Eureka trying to push. They'll come across midfield. It's steered out of bounds by Reese. Here's Garetano looking for Heimerdinger again. Heimerdinger with a lot of room down the near sideline, starting to cut in. Heimerdinger shooting it, centering into the middle again is Pickens, and that one's going to go over the top. Heimerdinger was looking for the connection with Pickens one more time, but the defense was getting back to cover Kayla Pickens. Great run by Emily Heimerdinger, though, from the near sideline. Elmhurst just all kinds of pressure. Out shooting Eureka 42-1 in the contest. Pickens keeps it onside. She's got some speed into the box again, being slowed down from behind and steered away. But it comes right back to Reese. And Reese's run is intercepted and stopped by the Red Devils. It's been all Elmhurst in this contest. 10-0 Blue Jays looking for goal number 11. Here's a shot wide by Heimerdinger. Ten goals, the second highest goal total in Elmhurst history. Blue Jays put up 10 against MSOE back on September 4th, 1996. Last time they scored 10 or more. Here comes right down the middle, breakaway opportunity, shooting and tucking it in. There's number 11. That one's going to go to Heimerdinger with a breakaway, sprung by Bashan. Heimerdinger's first. Well, now we can talk about where this one ranks. That's goal number 11 for the Blue Jays. That ties the school record for goals in a game. The Blue Jays took apart St. Mary's University back. It's been almost 10 years. September 14th, 2002, the last time the Blue Jays have scored 11 goals in a contest. And the speed of Heimerdinger coming into play again. Steered back, though, broken up by Eureka. Getting back defensively was Blankenship. Elmer's trying to keep it in play. Pickens off of her foot. A throw in for Eureka as we hit 15 minutes to go in this contest. Long ball ahead, looking over the middle for Gabby Parks. And good defense that time by Samantha Perry. Just going to push it to the sideline. Let her teammates get back and add some support. Throw in is headed away and then booted well wide by Blankenship. Such will restart it again for Elmhurst. Garitano challenged by Schonk. Won by Schonk, but cleared quickly downfield by the Blue Jays. And Fredrickson. Fredrickson's going to control down the near side, springing it down the middle. Here comes Pickens in. Pickens steps around one. Pickens, can she get the shot off? And a great save by Williamson, cutting off the angle and sliding in front. 45th shot of the contest by the Blue Jays now. This is Schonk controlling for Eureka. Looking for Williams down the far sideline. Back to Schonk as she sends it forward. Headed down and back towards midfield by the Blue Jays. Parks is slowed down by Elmhurst. Mishandled here slightly by Jasinski. She'll push it back to Fredrickson. Now some pressure coming from Eureka as West up to help. That one headed into the box, and there's the first save of the game for an Elmhurst keeper. As Zois put it on the ground, but right to Such. Throw in for Elmhurst from the far sideline. We're approaching the 12-minute mark to go. Pressured by Elmhurst and Pickens. Eureka leading too far. Zieg is there to intercept for the Blue Jays, but she's going to steer it out of bounds. Throw in for Eureka. Looking for Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger starting the run from the near side. Heimerdinger works around one, shooting and centering back in front. Steered away, and now Garitano is going to boot it up over the goal. Out of play. Here comes Eureka. Looking for Parks in the middle. Broken up. Fredrickson leaves for Heimerdinger to the near sideline. Heimerdinger works around one defender. Steps in, centering pass into the middle. Controlled by Pickens. Can she get the shot off? Yes, and a save by Williamson. Great save that time by Williamson. Under 10 minutes to go in this contest. Throw-in coming for the Blue Jays. Louisa Reese looked in the middle for Bastion, broken away, and now Eureka has an opportunity. Here comes 2-on-1 Eureka with some numbers here. They've got Parks in the middle. Such coming out. Parks is there, and Such with a diving stop in front to prevent Parks from getting the shot. Best opportunity for Eureka, a 2-on-1 situation. Olivia Such there to break it up for Elmhurst. Handball called here against Eureka. Here's Pickens into the box. Williamson is there to pick it up. Booted away and downfield, headed back by the Blue Jays. Here's Bastion. Substitution now for Eureka. Fredrickson going to play it back towards the middle. Here's Zieg putting on some speed, but stood up by Williams. Help comes from Elmhurst. Williams was still in control, and now back the other way come the Blue Jays. Weiss ahead to Pickens. Pickens can't quite spin around her defender, and now Schonk will just play it to some open space. Under 7 minutes to go. Here's Garetano. Garetano splitting some defense. Garetano trying to walk in. Can she pull the trigger? And nice diving save by Williamson. Centering pass in front is broken up by Eureka. Steered back out, but Reese is there to intercept again for Elmhurst. Reese at the feet of Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger trying to get around her defender. Right back to Reese. Reese will send the shot up into the air and some contact. And goalkeeper is down. There's going to be some contact with Pickens, and we're going to stop the clock here as Williamson's shaken up. I think Pickens just took her eye off the ball there for a second, or took her eye off the keeper, was trying to track that ball into the box, and just a little too much contact. No card being issued, just a foul. Williamson looks like she's okay. Going to get things restarted here. Pickens with some room. Miscommunication, open opportunity here for the Blue Jays, and shooting it wide is Garitano. Shot in front for Elmers again with the cross. Broken up. Garitano is there. Shooting! And just off the post, missing just wide. Under 5 minutes to go now in this contest. Here's Eureka trying to push forward. Nothing on that one. Right into the Elmhurst bench. Throw-in opportunity here for Fredrickson. Fredrickson steps over one defender at the feet of Pickens. Trying to turn around Bivin, but Bivin is there to slow her down. Bivin will poke it loose. Throw-in opportunity for Elmhurst, though. Long throw-in into the box, headed down by Eureka's defense. It gets past Reese, but the long chip shot in. Elmhurst is there onside. Heimerdinger going to pull it down and shoot it back across the box, but nobody there. .3:15 left to go in this contest. A throw-in coming up here for the Blue Jays. Missed clearing attempt here by Eureka. Williamson will try to keep it in play, but instead shoots it over the end line. It's a corner kick coming for the Blue Jays with 2.5 minutes to go. This is the 6th corner kick of the contest for Elmhurst. And we'll do it again as that one goes right back over the end line. Garetano one more time. Headed out in front. It gets past Pickens. It'll go into the opposite corner. Was it touched by a Eureka defender? Yes, it was. Throw in for the Blue Jays. Long throw in coming for Elmhurst. Bombed into the box. Now Garetano gets a look. Can't quite pull the trigger. Sends it back. Shooting and sending it over the top is Clark. Or check that. That was Amy Bashan, rather. Sent it just high. Minute 20 left in this contest. It's 11-0 Elmhurst. The Blue Jays well on their way to victory tonight. Going to improve to 3-0 on the season. Bring an end to their 3-game homestand to start things off. They'll travel on the road this coming weekend. Swing through the St. Louis area with contests at Webster University on Saturday. They'll head to Westminster College on Sunday. 4-game road trip follows a 3-game homestand. They next weekend on the road at Aurora and then headed to Marion a week from Saturday before coming home to face Coe on the 19th. Under a minute to go, 35 seconds to be precise. Sent into the middle. Here's Bashan. Louisa Reese. Steers it all the way back. 14 seconds. Blue Jays just going to kill this one out here. Reese to Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger leaves it for Pickens, giving chase. And Eureka just going to steer this one out of play. That will do it here as the horn sounds. And Elmhurst comes away with the victory. Final score, Elmhurst 11, Eureka 0. It was all Blue Jays in this contest. 8 in the first half, 3 in the second half. Blue Jays outshoot Eureka 51-3 in the contest, including 28-2 shots on goal advantage. Elmhurst 3-0 on the season. Eureka now just 1-2 on the year. The Blue Jays on the road, like we said, this coming weekend at Webster University on Saturday, at Westminster College on Sunday. Next broadcast here on Blue Jay TV will be this weekend, Saturday afternoon. Football. Elmhurst opens the home portion of its schedule by hosting Tryon University. Game time is set for 1 p.m. Tim Calderwood, Tony Menestra, all the thrilling action for you here on BlueJayTV.com. So for our entire crew, cameraman Phil, producer, director Glenn, this is Kevin Jude saying so long. Thanks for joining us here on Blue Jay TV. The final score once again, Elmhurst 11, Eureka 0. Thanks for watching and have a great night.